So this picture is by Francis Bacon, titled Head with Raised Arm in 1955. As you may all know, Francis Bacon is often considered as a history painter in a way that he looked into artists such as Velasquez and Rembrandt for their inspiration. So here you have a Pope figure. It's actually, he was looking at Velasquez Pope Pyrrhus to use as sort of the base for this particular picture. And if you know about the time when it was painted, 1955, it's actually a very important time in the history in Europe, where you have the reconstruction period after post-war II, Second World War. In 1955, photography was again a medium that was widely considered as a popular medium back then. Here you can see almost a motion of this Pope who's raising his hand. But again, Bacon, who's known for using photograph as his sort of way of departure for painting, you can see that he's trying to capture that action point, where the Pope was, again, as a signifier of what the world is like, but at the same time, it's almost not connected with the reality. Here it was casket in a frame that is no time, no place, no location. So it's just very, again, far from everything else. So you can see the color is very austere. Like I said, it really reflects upon the current society back in the 1950s. Even in UK, people were still kind of trying to catch up with, with life, building up the society. So here, like Bacon is using a very sort of organic palette. You don't see the color like what he normally used for the late 70s picture. Here he's again capturing that sort of momentum of what the 50s is like in London. So you almost can feel that Bacon was putting the Pope in a cage-like structure where you can see the bars that's kind of surrounded him. But at the same time, it's so confrontational because he is so close to you, yet you don't feel he is breaking away from this sort of cage-like structure in the back. And the color is, again, something that is so known for in the early 50s pictures compared to the late 70s, the 60s, where you see the sense of vibrancy coming again to his life. 50s, he's still, having that sort of academic training, looking back to the history paintings, catching that, motive, and then trying to search for his own vocabulary. And here you can see this is a prime example of the 50s Bacon using Pope as the main subject matter. Here we have a very distinctive, mature style of Bacon, where you see the face is distorted in a way that he's letting the paint and the structure of the face taking its own form. Compare this picture with the 1950s pictures, you can see there's a very natural evolution of his style. Here you can see he's really into the human anatomy. You can see how he's letting the contour of the figure taking its own form, combining with colors and sense of momentum. Here you have two figures. This is the Pope, innocent. That's actually George Dyer, who is Bacon's lover for 8 years before he committed suicide in 1977. So here you have almost like a mortality against divinity, because Pope is considered as the human God, right? He's coming down to spread the words of Christianity. But here he's looking into a mirror, who happened to be George Dyer, who is also looking at the Pope. So again, you have the sense of dichotomy where, again, human struggles against religion, against relationship, against humanity. The use of lamp here is actually considered as Bacon himself. He's there to enlighten, to give sort of a message to what the world is about. So he's inserting himself here to, again, connecting George Dyer and the Pope.